So this video is important enough to go over again. I explain it in the longer version. So this is the shorter version so you understand. I suggest you watch both versions so you don't misinterpret what I'm trying to say, and you don't start acting like a rape cult sponsored, corporate sponsored bitch playing stupid. Rape cult bitches. Romantic rejection as a result of rape cult social norms and those who fanatically enforce them. Females used to hurt the hero, who is naturally the most competitive man. And I am the last true hero when one considers generational ill-gotten gains. And they also hurt people in the spectrum. Those who are more like me are being hurt more. They're less, the system is designed so that these people who are more like me are less likely to survive. They're struggling more. They're more sensitive to evil. And if you don't have a problem, you're kind of going through life like, I don't have a problem with that, versus you're frustrated and it's throwing you off. Right? So society is designed to make those who are sensitive to this particularly pernicious form of evil suffer more and perform less effectively, and thus be less sustainable financially, type of people, less financially stable, and it's harder for them to provide. So when you couple this with the provider argument that women are forcing on people these days, or settle argument, you get a disaster. You get people settling for sluts, getting diseases. You see people settling for unattractive women and getting very pissed off and frustrated, right? They already aren't madly in love with them or something, and they're mad that they have to settle for them. And this has all kinds of serious social consequences. Number one, the Greco-Roman cult refinement of the super-ultra-seductive Venus goddess with her accompanying psychological warfare-based pussy power. She was carefully designed for the psychological effect. Some depictions in particular, especially, there's basically different strokes for different folks. Number two, the spectrum of unworthy knaves, including some females and kids, that get her while you don't, everything from a rich, cocky ninny, a Scooby-Doo guy, to a whistle while you work type of bitch. There's the more decent females that hurt you, who it makes the average person have more trouble trying to describe why they're wrong. If she seems like a decent female, well, maybe she's right to reject you, and she could very well be. Okay, but when you're perfect, for example, and other men are complicit demons, she couldn't possibly be right to reject you. Number three, consider her new form. Thousands of years of refinement since Sumer and before. What new form has she taken on? Okay, clothes, hairstyle, cleavage, right? The heels and the type of boots and shoes she wears to bring out the lust, right? The jogger who's jiggling titties and booty shorts, stripper example, right? Strippers wear something similar to her. Is she a stripper? No, she's supposed to be the empowered hero. She's really the empowered, silly, cartoon face, goofy slut. Okay, she doesn't have this kind of profound, grace-filled face with a deep understanding for who she should date. She is basically a goofy, silly, pinky-faced, pinky in the brain, cartoon kind of slut. Anyway, and a lot of females are following suit with the cake face and the cartoon face and the succubi and the different maleficent channeling kind of mimicking kind of outfits and so on and so forth, and the whole get up and style, right? Their style is demonic and slut and rape cult inspired. Okay. Number four. Okay. So, basically the stripper example, people are paying for pussy and there's an STD risk associated with this. So they're hurting you more than just mentally and spiritually, but it can hurt you physically when you get an STD, and the resulting behavior can be more risky, more dangerous. You can stop caring about yourself. You can commit suicide and so on. You could get AIDS and die. Number four, the personal torture and group plotting, okay, and the high rape rate, right? So many people are raping, they're like, everyone else does it. So groups start plotting and say, hey, everyone's raping, bad guys get the girls anyway, it's more likely that these guys are going to plot this way, and this compounds the problem. The more people say everyone else is doing it, and they're in a sex cult, they're in some secret society or something, getting over, right? Secrete, body secretions, secrete, so-crete, right? Crete in Greece, rape cults, mythology, Minos, the progenitor of homosexuality. Zeus, I believe, is said to be himself, the king of the gods, is said to be born on Crete. Okay. Of course, Pasiphae, right, is a goddess who lived on Crete, right, is associated with Crete. I believe it might have been I want to say Minos' wife. It's related to him somehow. Okay. So, number 5, it is by design. They're holding people down. Mental health talks about intimacy needs. Okay? And they drug people, right? While they're talking about the importance of intimacy needs, they're drugging people for not being intimate in the corporate rape cult manner. How could you miss that? When you think about it. If you don't value love, you're going to miss how people relate, and you're not going to be as appalled by the sexual relations. It's not a matter of, that's my business. No, what you do affects me and my children. And if I'm a martial artist, it affects what I'm trying to do. Okay? That's why Pharaoh was in charge of the reproductive cycle. The sun, the O that symbolizes the sun disk symbolizes rebirth, regeneration, reproduction, especially regeneration of the Pharaoh. There's one reproductive cycle that truly matters. Everyone else is expendable. Because when he cannot reproduce himself anymore, righteousness is lost and the connection to God is lost. Everything else is some guy like, I'm the top now, acting like a bitch. Okay? Or we democratize his power, acting like pussies. Oh, cartoon ass bitches. It's like I can make a lot of examples. Just move on. Number 6. Oh, you are mental to even explain it while they play cartoons with howling wolves and use wolf spiritual, quote unquote, symbolism in the New Age, light worker, etc. groups. And they have them on Facebook and so on and so forth. Number 7. Ugly women gaze and catfish prey on you. So these are the obvious reasons I'm right. For a more thorough explanation, see the longer version of this video.